everybody, this is Tamitha Jenkins, independent close to my heart consultant, and this is part 2 of a 2-part video series that I made to highlight the organizers that Close to My Heart carries, give you some intended uses as well as some options and different ways that you can use our organizers. And if there's anything that I show you that you're interested in, you can find those organizers at paperharvest.ctmh.com. And of course, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment and I'll be happy to answer your questions. I'm going to first start with some of the organizers that are found on page 154 of our annual Inspiration Idea book. And I'm going to start with the small organizer. The small organizer is item number Z4138. And you can see here how well these stack because they have the beveled edges like I showed you in the last part that keeps them interlocked so they don't shift around, which is great for traveling. Also helps them to stack nice and neat in your home. I'm going to show you, we sell 4 different inserts. I'm going to show you here in the idea book. And I have 2. I'm going to show you these 2 inserts here. This is for my acrylics blocks. This is here for daubers. I don't yet own those 2, but I'm going to share with you, like I said, the middle 2. You do not have to have these inserts. They are intended for particular uses. So for example, this particular insert is item number Z4140, and they obviously work for our craft boxes. So the craft boxes are item number Z4141, and you receive, oh, I apologize, that's the wrong one. Let me give you the craft boxes, sorry, Z4137, and they come in a set of 3. Again, this is found on page 154, and I love this because I have, you know, when you have a few buttons left from a package or a few brads or those odds and end pieces that I don't want to keep a full package when there's only a few items in a package. So it's nice to be able to have kind of a wide selection, bits and pieces that I can come to. Of course, it doesn't have to be bits and pieces. You could store all your brads, all your buttons, but this is how I tend to use it. The other inserts, you can see here that these come right out easily, so you could use this for other things. If you had an empty one, I'll show you on the next one. It's a little easier to handle one-handed. So let me show you the next one. Here I'm using the pigment ink insert. The pigment ink insert is Z1898, and you can see here my collection of the inserts or the pigment dyes. I have been told that you can also get the insert for the daubers, and it will fit here, and you can close so you can actually have the daubers that go with the coordinating ink pads. The dauber insert is Z1897, so that is something that you might would work for you. I'm going to show you real quick when I take this out. All right. You have a nice case here for embellishments. Say you're going to crop and you want to put some tools in here, but it's also a perfect height for washi tape. So if you have a nice big collection of washi tape, you know, they would easily fit in here as well. I have more washi tape than this, but there's a lot of it that I can't find. I've hidden it from myself. Do you ever do that? Where you know you own something, but you just can't locate it? But that's one reason we try to get organized here with these organizers. It does help me a lot in staying, keeping up with my craft collection. Next, I want to show you the large organizer. Our large organizer is item Z1834. This you could use like you used for the medium organizers that I showed you on the other part. The first part video. You could use it for paper packs, you could use it for markers, you could use this obviously for stamps. We also sell dividers, so if you wanted to organize by the types of stamps, maybe, you know, flowers, masculine, holidays, that sort of thing, you could do that. And these dividers are Z1839. And another use that I find helpful is these large 5x7 embossing folders fit perfectly, because remember there's a 1-inch lip on here, so you can close that. So that's a really nice way to organize your collection. One of the things I like, I do have a box that I bought to organize my dies in, but the problem was it's not see-through, and it makes it really easy to forget where I put things. And by having these clear organizers, it does help me to remember what I have. I can easily see, oh, there's my inks, or oh, there's my washi tape, and that sort of thing. So that is something to keep in mind. Put these out of the way. Sorry for the shakiness. I'm doing this one-handed. Where are my teenagers when I need them? Now I'm going to show you the medium organizers. The medium organizers Z4139. And this one is probably my favorite. This is what I keep all my, or not all my embellishments, but my close to my heart embellishments primarily. Okay. And you can see there's dividers. I do have one that I removed from here, so that way I can fit these longer ones in here. And because of that deeper top lid, you can, when you have these really long embellishments, they fit on there with plenty of room, and I can just throw them on top as well. So you can see that this is a nice handy way to organize your embellishments. And again, this is perfect when you're trying to go to a crop, because you can put a little bit of everything in here. You can see that my shimmer trim fits perfectly. My bottles of glitter glue fit perfectly. So that is one way to use the medium organizer. Another way to use the medium organizer is Picture My Life cards. Okay. So I have, oh, I'm wondering why it's wobbling. It's because I'm on the edge of my paper pad here. But this is the Picture My Life by Close to My Heart. Of course, this, pocket scrapbooking, Project Life, same idea. So it's a great way to store those collection of cards. Right now, mine's more of a collection than anything, just because I haven't got around to start that kind of scrapbooking yet in my 1,000,001 things that I want to learn how to do. And then another way, I found this to be perfect for my art journaling supplies, for my Tim Holtz dies and markers and stains and that sort of thing, paints. So if you have a nice collection of these type of items, this is a perfect example of an alternate way you could use this medium organizer. I've got my foam pads, I've got my pit markers, and again, my stains and paints in here. So there's all kinds of different ways that you can use these organizers. And then one last thing I wanted to show you. You can see how nicely these stack, is our marker roll up. And you can see it's a nice canvas, has a loop here for hanging it. But this is what I use to store my shin hand markers. You can hold up to 25 in here. It's a great little way to store them. We also have another roll up that's for accessories, but I don't own that one. This particular roll up though, if we look here, I'm going to show you my idea book here. That particular roll up is item Z3120. Here's the other roll up, the accessory roll up I was talking about. And then we have a rolling tote that is amazing. And you can see how perfect it works for our storage containers. And one real quick thing, because sometimes the storage tote and some of these items are maybe beyond your particular budget at the time, keep in mind any of these items would qualify as a half off item. So instead of paying basically $150 for this, you'd pay $75. So that's an awesome way to kind of get some of the products at a deep discount. So keep that in mind. And if you'd be interested in a Facebook party, to hold your own Facebook party, or an idea book party where you can take the idea book to your work, your friends, that sort of thing, feel free to contact me. You can find my contact link through paperhardist.ctmh.com or on my blog at www.paperhardist.com. Again, any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. And thanks for joining me.